What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm gonna sell my car on Facebook Marketplace. Let's see how much I can make. All right, so this is the car. There's my puppy. All right, this is the car. It's a 2003 Subaru Forester. My dad bought it years ago when I was in high school, and I shared it with all my sisters. It's really not running well anymore, so I want to get rid of it. You gonna help me sell my car? So as you can see here, it has 247,000 miles on it. All right, so as I said before, it's got a lot of mileage on it. I haven't run it in a while, so I want to make sure it at least starts. So I want to make sure it even runs before I post it to even know what I might be able to price it at. Step one, let's put the key in, try and crank it. Not too optimistic, to be honest with you. Yeah, so it doesn't start. So we're gonna have to figure out how to fix that. A little tough. And as you could probably guess, this is the problem right here. We got a very corroded battery, completely dead. So I'm gonna try and take it out, get it charged, clean it up, and maybe we can get this thing started. All right, so I got jumper cables hooked up to my car here. So let's see if we can get this thing started. All right, everybody, so I got the jumper cables hooked up. I got my other car started. My meter is reading that this battery has about 9 volts in it, so I'm not totally sure it's gonna start. I may just have to take it out and take it to AutoZone to get charged, but let's see if we get it going. And no, it's just too dead, so we're gonna have to take it out. All right, guys, so I just got the battery charged and I put it back in the car. Let's see if we can get it started now. Yes, all right. Now let's post on Facebook. All right, so we're back in the comfy couch in my living room, and the next thing we gotta do is post the car on Facebook. So I've already taken some photos of the car. I took a photo from all sides, the interior, and how many miles are on it. That way the person that's viewing my post can get the full tour of the vehicle. Now the next thing we gotta do, and the most important thing, is we gotta find out what we can price this car at. Now this car is old. It's a 2003 with 247,000 miles on it, so it's not gonna be a lot. I went into sold listings on Facebook and kind of found similar vehicles that were for sale, and it looks like the max they were kind of posted for is about $1,500 to $2,000. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it for $1,500 to just see what the max amount of money I can get somebody to pay for it is. I already know it's not gonna be anywhere close to $1,500, and quite honestly, I'm really expecting only about $500, which I'd be happy with for the age of the car. Now, being that this car is a 2003 with almost 250,000 miles on it, it does have its issues. Its exhaust is a little leaky, the head gasket's leaking, the transmission's leaking oil, and it does slip a little bit. So I make sure to put all that in the description of the post, because I'm not trying to scam anybody. You don't want to be a dirtbag when you're doing this. And really, all this car is good for at this point is maybe some high school kid buying it up and fixing it. That way they have a cheap ride for themselves, or some car dealer that wants to flip it and make them a little bit of money on it. Listing the price at $1,500 gives me the opportunity to get the most amount of money that I can get. So that being said, here's the post that I put up. I put all the pictures that I said I had, the description. I tried to give as many maintenance details as possible. That way, whoever's buying the car knows what they're getting into. So we'll come back when the car is sold and we'll talk about how much I got. And the car is finally sold. It took about a week and a half, which is a little bit quicker than what I was expecting. But the big question is, how much did I get for it? And the answer is, drum roll, $500, which is exactly what I was expecting for a car of that age with that kind of maintenance problem. For the car being 2003 with 250,000 miles on it, all this car is really good for is a first car for somebody, say in high school, or somebody that wants to sell it for parts. Now, when I posted this on Facebook, almost immediately I got a couple offers for $450, $500. I wanted to wait a little bit just to see if there was anyone out there that was willing to pay a little bit more, being that I had it listed for $1,500. But I guess that $500 is a pretty standard price for something like this. It seems like the only people that really hit me up were people that just basically wanted to sell it for parts or do a quick flip. There wasn't really anybody like young high school kid that looking for a first car that wanted to do a little bit of maintenance. So after waiting about a week and a half, I decided to just sell it for $500 because it was taking up room in my driveway, and I wasn't confident I was going to get really any more than that. So I basically just hit up the very first guy that sent me a message a week and a half ago, and he brought a tow truck and took it away. So now it's gone forever. I'm a little sad because it has some sentimental value, being that it was one of our first cars that I drove. But it's the end of an era. It's time for it to go. And if I had to do it again, I think I still would sell the car on Facebook. It was very convenient that somebody came to take the car away from me. I didn't have to find some place to drop the car off or have to take the car somewhere and orchestrate a ride back home. Selling the car on Facebook is a good opportunity to give somebody a chance to buy the car that maybe has a special plan for it. And I honestly never sold a car on Facebook before, so I really didn't know what went into it. The only part I wasn't really looking forward to by selling it on Facebook was the possibility of people hitting me up and wanting to test drive it and then deciding that they don't want the car. That's kind of a lot of time to waste and a lot of orchestration to wait for somebody to come and test drive it, or to have the car suddenly break down while they're test driving it. But deep down, I do wish I was able to get at least $1,000 for it. I feel like I kind of let you guys down. I kind of let myself down. But realistically, that's all I was really going to get for it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think I should have got for the car. If you've ever sold a car on Facebook before, tell me how many miles was on it and how much money you got for it. And I want to hear if you think it would have been worth for me to wait a little bit longer to see if I could have gotten any more money for the car. But that wraps up this video. I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel, like and comment on my video what you want to see me do next. Hit the notification bell so it notifies you whenever I post a new video. And that's it for this video, and I'll see you in my next one.